Welcome back, guys. So I made a list with all whatever you have requested for me to draw, and I went down through the list. I saw some portraits, I saw some birds, I saw some animals, lettering, how I use Procreate. So in this video I'm gonna try to put all these little elements into one. Maybe not gonna manage to get all of them in, but I'll do mainly gonna get most of it in. So my idea is I'm gonna pick a portrait. I think instead of animal I'm gonna grab a bird, and I'm gonna show you how I use my Procreate and my iPad, which somebody did request a while ago, because I did this video when I drew a portrait in line work over A4 paper. So, and I said this can be done on an iPad and Procreate as well, and I promised I think I'm gonna make a video in the future explaining all that. So this is gonna be that video when I'm gonna show you how exactly I do from like down to the blank page, what kind of page I use from the page to the drawing to the finish, and you're gonna get it done in one video. So stay tuned and let's get started. So first what we need to do, we need to find the portrait, which we're gonna use. We need to find the bird, which we're gonna use, and then maybe some other elements what we can use. What I like to use is Procreate, down here. And then if you've never been on Procreate, you literally press this little selection tool, the new one. There's the sizes you can pick. Let's see if I can get the focus on. These are the sizes what's made, but I made my own as well. So I like to draw in 4000 by 4000 pixels. See, when you make a new one like here, there's this DPI and it says 390. That's what I made, 390, and basically it's 390. I reckon it's pixels per inch. So it's going to be a busy one, a lot of details you can get into, really clean, crisp, and you can draw basically really HD clean. Originally it doesn't come that much, so when you get really close it'll give you some headache, but I like to draw on 390, 4000 by 4000, gives you this kind of square. It's quite straightforward. So if I click that one, I already saved that one for myself. What we need to do here is, it's like a key. You press the key, then insert the photo, because you want to insert a photo. Then we pick a portrait, let's say that one. We bring this to the size we want to go, and I need to leave extra space for the bird to be here, so probably I need to go a little bit higher. I don't have any plans to go any higher. Maybe let's leave something down here just in case if I have something in my mind. So that could sit right there, and then we have a space nicely for the bird underneath. So remove the selection tool. It's pretty clean photo, it's not as bad. We can work from this one. Probably I'm gonna scrub the hair here, make it a little bit nicer, but as a base it's quite good, it's quite chilled. Plus I like the extra shadows and extra light she has. It looks really nice. It's pretty interesting. It's not just a boring image. Then what I like to do is bring out the next image and kinda stuck next to each other, on top of each other, because when you draw on Procreate you basically create layers on top of the layers. You can see camera is struggling to find the focus. Then again, insert photos, you pick the raven, you pick the one you need. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I would say let's scrap the animal idea. I think I just wasted like a couple minutes into nothing. The idea before that one, I had also a woman's portrait with body a little bit, and then the body before underneath the neck would turn into a Japanese mask. I kind of downloaded the mask before even I did something, but I could not find a way to like put it in a way where they both would complement each other, and it was really hard and kind of frustrating, so I kind of gave up on it. But I still believe there should be a way to make it work, if that makes sense. I think I'm gonna go for this one. So probably if we delete the horns, and her arms will become the horns. Then we don't need this section because that's the forehead and that's her body. Then we don't need, let's make smaller size, and we don't need this section because her arm is in front of her, so that would be behind, the mask would be behind basically, and it is behind because that now becomes her kind of stomach. This was idea before even I started something, so it kind of stuck in my head because I thought it would be cool badass tattoo where half body is Japanese mask and half tattoo is that one. Maybe if I delete the body a little bit, maybe it would make sense. It looks alright, but it also looks a bit weird, doesn't it? What if I turn that lady into black and grey? If we take saturation, then we take layer, bring it down. So now we're gonna delete all the stuff we don't need like we did before. I prefer that way, I think it's way easier. Because now you see the square, now you see her, now you see the mask. Once you get rid of it, all of it, it just makes it a lot easier for you to understand what actually you have. Even if it's a grey square, you still say it and it still distracts you from what you really need to do. So I would suggest get rid of it, like whatever you don't need. So it's an option merge down, so both those layers will become one layer. That's it, now we got one layer. There's no more layers work like on top of each other. Like one layer, then you got another one on top of it, another one on top of it, another one. We just had to, so merge them in one. Now we have one layer using this tool. This is like a smudge tool or something like that. And it allows me to smudge it. It's because I don't like edges like this. No, it didn't merge down. Now it merged down. Because I don't like edges like this. I'm gonna blend that arm right into the mask. Probably when I'm gonna make a line work, I won't really get frustrated for something like that. But I still like to see when it's where we are going. Even if there's that line, it's just gonna drive me nuts. And for that reason, I will probably prefer when I So I was thinking about it and I decided that I'm gonna just leave it empty. I think it's gonna take too much attention away from the face, from here, and these bits there. So I reckon I'm gonna leave it empty, and what I'm gonna do now is probably, so we need, now probably I'll gonna desaturate all what I have, make them even lighter than it is, and then I will, let's say about here, so I can barely see them, so it doesn't distract me from what I'm really doing. And even this one could go a fraction lighter than it is. And now gonna add a new layer, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna call it real lines, and on this layer I will go fold it in with full saturation and gonna draw the lines what's gonna stay forever. That's pretty much how I operate, that's how I draw. I get to like the sketching point, to that point, and then I add the elements what I wanted to see as well. And when I get to a point where I'm like, cool, I can go from here now, and this is the moment where we can just fly through. I reckon I'm gonna put that on time-lapse video, because I don't think you want to see like me just slowly drawing all that. What I can say is I'm gonna do outer lines with bigger line, fatter, and the inside ones I'm gonna keep them small, thin. That what the outer lines, what I mean is every, let's say, petal will be bold, but then the lines what's gonna be inside, they will be really thin. So I like to do that way. I think it becomes really clean, really quick, crisp, and in Neotrad, the bolder lines, the longer it stays, the heavier it looks, and over time, years and years and years later, that line was still going to be clean, bold, and saturated. So that's where we're going for, and yeah, let's go for that line work. think that looks pretty sick. What we need to do now is we need to get this, some of the areas a little bit bolder than they are, because even if I did bolder this line and bolder that line, that is not really bold enough to be outstanding, so you really see where the hand is. I did two sizes of the line work, which is the thinner line and the bolder line outside every subject, but we need to like bold up a little bit more some of the outer lines, like here as you see, maybe facial lines, just so it really stands out and you can really understand what's going on. And I've said this millions of times in my videos, like I really like readability, and I do believe we need to make that a little bit more readable than it is. So I'm gonna make another time-lapse video where I just fly through making some of the areas bolder than they are, and we'll see how it looks then. And then if I need add more stuff to it, I'll probably do. Probably I'll still need to finish the scales all the way through the snake, so that really becomes, I don't know, finished. And then yeah, probably first snake, scales, and then I'll do all the big border lines. So you're gonna see that in time-lapse video. At this moment, I literally bowled up the whole thing. So see, now you can see the arm, now you can see where the face finishes. So at this moment, I'm gonna do some little bit of shading. And what I do is, obviously, you grab a new layer, which is about there. And then I take the same color. I like to use red. I don't know if you can see properly red or not, but there's red. The camera is like trying to find focus. And what I like to do is I like to desaturate, so this would be fully red or fully that color I'm using. I think in that camera it just shows a little bit, but there you can see more red. And I like to desaturate to about halfway. What that gives you is it gives you few lighter lines so you can fill, but then again it allows you to go on top of it, so you can make some sections darker, some lighter, depends how you want it to be. And that's my go-to when it comes to like a little bit shading. Probably I'm gonna do like little small areas just here and there, just so it like pops up a little bit, but that's what I do. So just wanted to explain what I'm doing. So this is where we are. This is as far as we're gonna go. I won't do any more shading to it. I think that's pretty a good start to take a photo and put on online, social media, represent what I've done, and the image kind of explains itself as well, so it's quite easy to understand what it is. And I don't think I need to do any more job to it. In the process of filming this, I did lose one or two videos. They are in this camera, but I cannot get them on a computer, which means I cannot import them in. I don't know what's going on, what happened to it, but it just don't want to upload. It was a video where I literally added little small details like the teardrops and the sign there. I could not find the way to get into the editing program and I couldn't get up there. Sorry for that, but I think that's just that's how it goes in 21st century. There's nothing right in this world. If you like content like this, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Literally just got this iPad which allows me to draw quite big designs, and I can film it, and it's quite easy for me to explain to you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing. It makes life easier for both of us. So I'm probably gonna be making quite a lot of videos like this in the future. I was gonna add more and more videos. You guys, you just need to like tell me what to draw, tell me what do you want to see, and I have literally a list with all sorts of like requests what people have asked me before. So that's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna be going through and kind of teaching you. So your job is basically to request what you want, and I'll make sure I'll make a video, and I will try to incorporate that suggestion into the video what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nobody else on YouTube who can draw videos like this and explain what they're doing and explain why they're doing. Maybe they can draw, but I've never seen anyone who explains the whole thing, what exactly they do and why they do as they did. So I'll try to deliver literally the best information out there to you, straight to you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was entertaining, and I watch videos myself on this camera, and even I'm surprised how good they look. So I really hope you will enjoy watching the whole video. Well, you enjoyed watch this video, and I hope you learned something. If you did, let me know in the comments what did you learn, or what would you like to learn in the future videos. So but as far as it goes, thank you very much guys, and I'll see you on next video.